I'll do that again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Legacy Loading. This is episode 36. Dorian is back. Say hi, Dorian.
Hi, Dorian.
Okay, that's right where we left off. And our special guest today is Mr. Daniel Hoang.
Thanks for having me.
I don't even know how to describe what you do because I don't even know what you do anymore. You do a whole lot of everything.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I do a lot, and sometimes I don't even fathom it.
What's your job description that you tell people?
Just a jack of all trades, I guess.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah. Just kind of do it all.
And most recently, you opened up your own distribution center, right?
Yeah. Actually, e-commerce fulfillment center with my business partner, Derek.
Another OG.
Another OG in the game, man.
And when I say OG, let's take them all the way back, right? Because you were around for like the early days of Christian, of Alphalete.
You were in Alphalete at the beginning, right?
Yeah. It's crazy.
You were part of Alphalete.
Yeah. On the legacy wall and everything. I guess that's what counts, but I guess.
Yeah.
It's it's crazy because sometimes I don't even fathom like how I got to this point, but I really owe this man a lot. Like Christian, everyone that I'm really surrounded with in terms of like the e-com space knows who he is or kind of has some affiliation of how they've come up in this space.
Know of him.
Yeah. And seeing Alphalete at what it is today is crazy because we've essentially been through like every generation of the fitness influencer and how much it's changed. It's amazing, seeing like you guys come up. It's so cool to see, man.
It's a different time. Like it's a different come up. I feel like it was so new. Like you guys had no one to look up to because you guys were the people that were paving the way almost.
Like us, the people we looked up to was like, you ever heard that website simplyshredded.com?
Mm-hmm. That's like OG shit.
OG, bodybuilding.com, Steve Cook days, Paige Hathaway.
Magazines, right?
Devin Physique, like those days.
Shreds.
Yeah. So
that's kind of how I got introduced was like Joey Swole, Devin Physique, Shreds. Those were the first like influencers that caught my eye from just like scrolling through IG. I'm like, wow, this guy's fucking huge.
Just from being shredded.
Now it's like super normal, obviously, but at the time it was so like, who is this guy? Like he's posting every day. He's posting these shirtless pics and so shredded. Devin Physique, I thought like was the most shredded guy ever.
That guy was a jackass.
Yeah, he still is.
Was that
his content is
guy?
Fucking terrible now.
With tattoos, like full coverage.
Yeah.
Super I know.
Yeah.
His head is all tatted.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, met that guy one time. He's jackass. Yeah.
Wait. For the people that don't know who you are, can you like start from the beginning?
Yeah,
and
I
think it's still hard to like figure you out
because they probably don't know what you own actually.
I love that. I love that people don't know what I do.
It's a mystery.
Been in the spotlight for so long, it's good to kind of back away from it. So I guess if we back down all the way to 2013, 2014 days, CG Fitness, I didn't even know, social media wasn't really popping at the time, right? And I was literally just looking for a local gym that wasn't LA Fitness or whatever, right? It's something crazy.
More like underground type gym.
Yeah, something mom and pop, right? Yeah. So I was like Yelping, like local gyms and whatnot. It's hard. It's hard to find,
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot, and it literally was like CG Fitness Gym. I was like, okay, so let me go to this gym. Don't know who he is. Showed up.
That was the name. CG Fitness was
gym.
the name of the gym.
Literally CG Fitness Gym. So pulled up, just like super shady, and then walked up to like the front entrance. Front entrance was unlocked. No one's there. Literally in the front lobby, it's like the size of a closet. There's a pec deck machine.
In the lobby?
In the lobby. Like
nice.
No receptionist, no nothing. And then you look to the right, it's like an office and there's like a desk and they print labels there. And there's a bunch of CG Fitness shirts like all over the floor.
Like the OG merch, just like CG Fitness.
Yeah, and then in the next room is like a machine, it's like calf machine. And Shawley was in there doing calves. I remember this day. So I didn't know who he was at the time. So I just walked into the garage where the gym was and another like 900 square feet. Yeah. It's like a cable fly machine, some dumbbells.
There's one machine in every room.
Yeah, literally. And then, And then walked in there and there's like, Christian recording. And I was like, the hell did I get myself into?
Yeah.
Like, what is this, So literally like, I just started working out. Like, didn't even say anything.
You didn't even like sign in, like, no. Can I get a membership?
No. So I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get him for free. I'm in my early 20s. And so I go in there and I literally start coming in like every day. Like I'm not even paying
And not saying a word. You just like
I'm just started working out, and then one day it was just Christian in there, and another guy. And Christian, I remember he was benching like 315 with those like big bumper plates. And then Christian's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" I was like, "I've been here like every day, like just working out." I was like, "Hi, I'm Daniel." He's like, "Hi, I'm Christian." He's like, "Hey, I'm the owner of this gym." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Hi, I just wanted you to know I've just been working out here." And he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." So like, I was like, "Wait, what?" Thought to myself like, "I don't have to pay a day pass." Like, it's crazy. So started working out more and more and more. And at that time I was like I thought it was cool because the term pump cover was already a thing.
Really?
Oversized hoodies. Like back in the day, people were wearing big hoodies.
The
like
baggy shirts, like the cut sleeves on the hoodies. Yeah.
Like the old school, like Jay Cutler days.
Yeah. Shout out Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Flex Wheeler, like those days, right? So bodybuilding.com hat. It was like 210, like super fluffy. Yeah. I think it just started like transpiring into this person that was just there to work out. Later on, I realized that he didn't even know I wasn't even a member. So that was like a year later. So
what do you think? Like
no membership for a year.
Like Christian ran that gym like a friend's circle. So it was kind of like he paid for everybody to just be there.
Yeah.
And when people's memberships later on, I figured out like didn't go through, he didn't even bother like chasing them. So it just became this thing where I just started like working out there. And then I kind of like stopped going there just randomly. And I think like 8 months later, I like hit him up or he hit me up. I don't remember, but he was like in Facebook chat. I remember this conversation so clearly. We're like, because I started watching him on YouTube and he told me he had a YouTube channel and stuff. And he was like, "Hey, or I was like, I messaged him and he was like, "Hey, I have this brand I want to start. Do you want to go to like Chipotle and talk about it?" I was like, "What is it?" He goes, I don't know. I want to say it, but I don't want to put my name behind it. I want to start this brand. I don't know if I should do it or not. And I was like, "Dude, just do it." And that was Alphalete. It's so
fucking
crazy.
Chipotle lunch date. I got an idea for this brand.
We didn't go because I was working at the time.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So fast forward a little bit. Little older, went to the first ever like private gym where it was the first ever warehouse that Alpha was kind of housed out of, and there was like a gym. That's when he was dating like Nikki Blackadder and stuff. So
OG days.
Yeah. So we started like working out again, just kind of like being friends because that's
another. So this is at a warehouse that they were making Alphalete clothes.
No, they were packing orders.
For Alphalete or CG Fitness?
For Alphalete.
So he ended up making Alphalete.
Yeah.
So, and this was just like basic, just like Alphalete t-shirts,
yeah, it was like
right?
cotton spandex. It was like the big wolf logo, like a red one.
Yeah.
It has like the black logo.
They got sued for that.
He
said he got sued for every wolf logo he ever made.
Yeah.
All right, so they're in this like small warehouse. They're packing Alphalete t-shirts, and there's a gym.
Yeah, there's a gym. It's bigger than the actual like Alphalete stuff because Alphalete was just in a corner. And
that was the equipment he brought over from the CG gym?
And he brought more. I guess he bought more. That was like a fast forward. I kind of like lost touch with him for a few months because I was like working. And then there was like a day where I messaged him. And I was like, "Hey, can I come work out at your gym?" He's like, "Yeah, come through." And Tim was there as well. And then I remember I pulled up and I backed my car in, and then the garage door opened. I walk in, we start working out. Tim had left, and I remember, dude, I was on the lying leg curl machine. The lying leg curl machine is still there at Alphaland, and it's not. I think this is the blue one, the Icarian one. I would never forget this moment, man, because this moment changed my life. So I was there, lying leg curl machine finished. He was sat right next to me on a legs extension machine, wearing his red Addy Powers, in which he actually gave me, because I still have it, and then red SBD sleeves. And he was like, "Yo, like, how come you don't ever start a YouTube channel? Like, you work out a lot. Like, why don't you just film yourself?" I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Why not?"
Yeah, like, who's gonna watch it?
Yeah, literally. So I was like, "Why?" And he said, "Why not?" Wow. And I was like, "Okay, what do I do?" And he goes, "Have this camera." It was an Sony RX 100 Mark II. It was Nikki's, but he just gave it to me. Nikki got pissed early.
Yeah, she's not using this. Fucking take it.
So start vlogging. That's kind of funny. So
you probably both had you.
Dude, that was like an $800 camera. So then I started filming, and I didn't know where it would lead. Mm-hmm. So I started working out at another gym, which I was already training at with Brandon and Kerrigan. You know Brandon.
Yeah.
He wasn't dating Kerrigan at the time, but me and Brandon Guillen used to be really close. We used to, do like bodybuilding style training. So I used to work out at a gym called 1-to-1 Center, and I started filming. And I didn't think anything of it. I had like iMovie. That was how I was editing and stuff.
Of course.
And I uploaded my first YouTube video, and like no views, And so
it's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
First one.
So then I started uploading more and more and more. And then Christian gave me a shout out on like second video. Dude, that day, my notification was like, you have a new subscriber. Yeah. First day, 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Because YouTube just started like
so different. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
It was just like, at that time, well, from what I heard, like everyone was just supporting everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the community was so
because there wasn't so many people in that.
Say Christian had 1,000 subs and he shouted you out, you're gonna get every sub that he has.
Probably,
because that's just the way it was back then.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, dude, I was like at work. I used to work with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I was like, dude, this is not real. This is crazy. Like, what the heck,
Yeah.
And Instagram was
these
popping
are real
off.
people. Like,
yes. And Instagram was popping off at the time. So obviously the algorithm was crazy. You do a hashtag, you can get followers like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So my Instagram was growing. My YouTube was growing at an exponential rate. This was 2015. And I just started being very consistent. And I remember it wasn't real for me until I went to a restaurant in Chinatown, Houston, and I sat with my parents, and like literally someone came up to me. It was like, "Hey, you're Hoang Fit." I was like, "Yeah." Like, damn, this is cool.
Who the fuck are you?
And then the moment of realization was just like, holy shit.
Yep.
And then it was just crazy. So I guess that you can say I joined Alphalete on their second launch ever. So I've been there kind of since the second launch.
You were athlete though, or
he didn't have athletes back in the day, so it was just like a crew.
Yeah,
right. It was just like me, Shawley, Derek, Danae, Tim, Javon, Nikki, and Christian. So I think the moment that this stuff didn't really click in was like 2016 of LA Fit Expo.
The expos, yeah.
Yeah. So in the beginning, he was still with Gymshark. So we would...
That's so crazy to think about. Like Christian Guzman was with Gymshark.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
This was way back in the day. And then I remember he had like a campaign with Gymshark. Steve Cook flew down. Noel flew down. He's the COO now. So Noel's the COO of Gymshark now. And we became good friends with Lewis, with Ben, and with Dan. It was crazy, bro. Like just to see who they are now is absolutely crazy. So 2016 LA Fit Expo was when my life really changed.
That's when you like notice like, holy shit, I'm reaching people everywhere now.
That was Alphalete's first ever booth. And the line was like 8 hours long. Christian put me, Shawley, Derek, every one of us had a massive image on the actual like booth.
So sick.
Life-changing for me. It was crazy.
Especially those times.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like expos, right? And like posters and magazine covers. It was,
the Katie Hearn days, right? Katie Hearn, us, like it was that era of people, right? Now we're friends with Katie and Hayden as well, and it's just crazy to see how everything is transpired. Bro, they're billionaires.
Bro, it's insane.
They're billionaires. They're my age, and they're billionaires.
I watched their podcast with Max.
Yeah.
I didn't
I didn't know shit about them. Like their story's insane.
Yeah. Katie and Hayden are so amazing.
It's literally unreal.
Yeah, the industry back in the day was, it was like a true family because it was smaller, right? And just to continue, so 2016, and then also 2016 is when we competed together, me, Shelley, and Christian at the Branch Warren Classic.
Watch that video.
It was crazy because that was the moment, a starting moment as to how I left my family business. My business like just took off.
Yeah. And obviously leaving your family business was like pretty serious because that's what your family thought, like, oh, you're gonna like,
my parents,
this is your legacy, like you're gonna, this is it, right?
Yeah,
like,
my parents'
like,
business, we were, 350 employees, a ton of people, and leaving that of something I've been a part of my whole life is
crazy to them, right?
Yeah.
How they react to that when you were like, I want to do this full time?
They kind of shunned me, man.
Yeah.
Like they were like, it's not making money. It's not going to make money, dude. Like at the time I was younger, I was making amazing money. I was driving a 911, I was driving a Porsche when I was like early 20s, Like,
what was your income from fitness? Like how were you making any money from Alphalete, from YouTube, from anything?
Yeah. Well into 6 figures
from
early on.
Alphalete?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Because no commission, right? So Alphalete didn't pay, of course, but it's not what we wanted, right? It was like us friends hanging out, and Christian elevated all of us, our platforms, to be able to provide for ourselves. Like it did everything possible. Like Heidi's the sole reason as to why I was like one of the top athletes for One Up Nutrition. She gave me the opportunity, and it's just been amazing. Yeah,
sometimes the relationships are priceless. I say it still to this day, like going to meet somebody and making a connection with someone is sometimes worth more than money can ever buy. Like that relationship, that connection, like what that leads to is worth way more than the little bit of money you can make in that little moment of like,
Yeah, I mean, for me, for like the 6 years, 7 years that I've kind of been a part of this, all I've been doing is seed planting.
Yeah,
just
exactly. Yeah.
Doing right by people, just kind of being kind to people, lasting impressions. Yeah. We've just been raised right. And I was in the spotlight for so long with like Christian, and I'm super grateful for everything he's done. That it's allowed me to branch away during the years and just kind of do my own thing, because I don't believe in using them to elevate my brands.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think for so long it was like I didn't know what to do. And I think a lot of people kind of get stuck in that realm of when Christian gives you an ability, or someone of that caliber gives you the ability to grow yourself, a lot of people get complacent. Yep. Like I met you guys in 2021, right, of September. And I mean, from day one, I was like, you guys are going to be big.
True.
Like the 2 words that we shared, right, was
you were literally the only person, the first and only person who said that when we met you. Like no one was still like believing in us, whatever. Yeah. But you were the first person that said it. Even I had at that time like 2,000 followers.
Yeah, you were at 2,000 or 3,000. I remember. I was like, Dorian, you're going to be one of the biggest influencers in the game.
Yeah, literally.
I remember that day like clear as shit.
Yeah.
You literally had like 2,500 followers.
Yeah.
I was still sleeping on the couch, I think.
Yeah, Harry was sharing a room with Harry.
Yeah, Harry slept together. Yeah,
it's just crazy to think that was like a year ago.
A year ago.
I was like, hard work and consistency is all you need.
Yeah, true.
It's just to me, I always say it's like because we were present. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Yeah. We all came here, and the relationships we built. Yeah. Those first impressions we made on everybody are now they branched out into like everything we're doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even I worked for Remington, right?
Yeah.
I was a film's videographer. Remington was friends with Sush and James and them, right? They were around when I was around. We built a little friendship. And look at what that friendship, now I'm like running Young LA content, and it's those little things you do, like when you first initially meet somebody, like the first party Rem had, and I met Sush and Brent and James, like, oh, Joe's a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? And that goes a long way.
He's not weird.
Yeah, like that first impression, like just being a good person, having respect, like, oh, this guy's cool, like, and then down the line, if they need something, oh, call Joe. And that's just the way it goes.
And I think that's, for me, like now that I'm a lot older, my purpose is different. I go to Alphalete and I see waves, right? We've kind of seen the wave of influencers kind of come and go, and, it's not cut out for everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to say in a lot of ways because people don't want to hear it. But you know what? It's reality. Like what I've really come to understand in all of my years of businesses is less than 1% of the people make it. And that's true for every organization you try to be a part of. NBA, NFL, PGA, the 1% of influencers, it's the same game.
It's the same thing, yeah.
And, you know, you can, it's so weird. Like, I've seen so many people come and go, and being in the spotlight versus not being in the spotlight, you really see who's true to what they say they are in terms of like their ability, their purpose, and who kind of like just fades because it was all a facade.
Exactly.
You know?
I think Dorian can agree with me. Like, at first you're thinking in your head, you're like, commission, right? I want to get a code. Commission doesn't last forever. Like, you're going to raise a family off your commission.
Exactly.
You start, like, I know Dorian too, like, we already switched gears. We're like, we have like a business mindset now. I'm thinking
happy.
like,
I'm happy.
Now I'm thinking about like business, like I could start for myself, like my name, what I could do.
Exactly.
You know, like, it's also, I love working for Young LA, don't get me wrong, but I don't own Young LA. You know what I mean? I work for Young LA. I make 15% commission on Young LA. I want to start creating things that are 100% me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now. And because that's what's going to last. You know what I mean?
So the greatest part about that is all of the mistakes that the first wave of YouTubers, I would consider us, you know, the early 2015 era of like fitness YouTubers who truly started vlogging, helped create a platform for younger individuals that came up and show the mistakes we've made. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, like my first 2-3 years of like social media, dude, I thought I was gonna ride the wave forever. And to hear you guys kind of say that is amazing to me, for me to hear, because I wish that even in the first year of like growing and scaling that fast, I wish I had that mindset.
Yeah.
And, but it's great that we've made the mistakes. And I think we had this discussion in 2021, kind of telling you like, you know, switch gears faster, right? Rather than like work slow, but also work really fast.
Yeah.
And a lot of people lose this drive because they've been on the high of getting 10,000 likes, 5,000 likes, 8,000 likes. And it's not about that, right? And me being kind of like, I like being in the dark now, people not knowing what I do, because I'm able to reflect and see as an outsider, a third eye perspective, and seeing like what individual do I see here has that ability to like really propel themselves in a manner of, and not really taking advantage of the situation as an opportunist, but using their ability and their intelligence to like scale, you know?
Exactly.
And like, that's a true definition of the three of you. Harry. So if Harry, you can hear me, I'm proud. I'm proud of you guys, man. Like,
thank you.
It took me more than 3 years to understand like how to do it. And that's an ever going cycle. Like, even with business now, like we have our difficulties, right? And opening a business and having your own business, as you guys know, is not easy. It has its difficulties. And that's why a lot of people, it's cliche, but
it's
choose your heart. Choose your heart.
I'll be able to just interrupt you here because I'm starting what you know that I'm probably starting. And Kelsey, as a part of Alphalete assistant, she wrote me down, like me and Alex, to how to like do step by step how to start your business, right?
You're announcing this right now?
No, people gonna know. Yeah, but really soon people gonna know.
Something's
but anyways,
coming.
I was reading that for like probably 45 minutes.
Yeah,
45 minutes I was reading from the script, and then last message was launch day. But I was reading for 45 minutes in the notes. I was scrolling down what like how many things you need to do in order to start company with only one item, basically. So like, I can't like even imagine like running something that you are running, or Alphalete or something like that.
And you got all the other things in your life to worry about.
Exactly.
And on top of that.
On top of that, yeah.
You know, one thing that this generation, or this new generation of, not all, right? Most individuals lack is grit. You know what grit means, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who don't know what grit means,
I don't know.
You're willing to do anything and everything, no matter how hard something is, to make your dream come true. Your passion, right? Simplest terms.
Yeah.
When things get hard, kind of a lot of people flail, and they'll kind of like back off and be like, okay, well, maybe this wasn't meant for me. But individuals like us who kind of like have this vision, I mean, even starting this podcast, right? it takes a lot of grit to do what you do on a daily basis because you have so many things that you must achieve. You know, that's a mistake that a lot of people make is they'll choose the easy path, right? Going to the gym, taking dope photos, getting the likes, and that's part of the game. Don't get me wrong, right? But you need to stand out. And that's what I really encourage to a lot of these individuals who are listening to this, that are a part of this new wave. You know, I guess the only thing I had to offer when I was starting YouTube was I was the only Chinese YouTuber in the fitness space. And that's why I didn't have the most amount of followers, but I didn't see it as, okay, I need 1 million followers. I needed to form a fan base of 1,000 people.
Strong community.
1,000 people. That was my goal always. So everything that I did, I would strive to have 1,000 people support me. And, you know, I didn't go for likes. Don't shoot for that. You shoot for the purpose in transforming other people. It sounds so cliche.
No, dude, everything we say on this podcast, it sounds so repetitive and so cliche, but it's because like that's literally it. Like
exactly.
You need to do the same shit every day.
And that's why people fade out. That's the reason. Because you can't ride that wave all the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna, same as I don't know, give example, UFC. The biggest champion gonna come one day in the ring and he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
But the next time he's gonna again be on the top, right? Same shit. Like I was, let's say, having 2 months ago, hundreds of thousands likes on my pictures. Now I don't have even close, but I know it's gonna come again.
Yeah, just need you're not gonna stop posting. You're gonna keep posting.
Exactly. Like, not just that, but like, okay, now I see maybe this doesn't work. Let's do some other things. Focus on business right now and stuff like that. But people fade there because they think, oh, once I get the likes on the pictures, everyone's gonna start making business for me. I'm gonna get like offers to start this business. I'm gonna get offers to, I don't know, get paid or this and that. And when that goes away, they don't know what to do anymore. Like they're like now they're stuck. They didn't think even about starting a business or when they should, because their wave is like pretty strong when you actually, if you have opportunity to ride it like in the same time when starting something or something like that. So
the people who take advantage of it when it's hot,
exactly,
those are the people that make it.
Exactly.
You know, like you can't just, once things get hot, like your page is popping. You can't just be like, oh, I'm good. I'm gonna coach now. Like
no, that's gonna last.
Fucking turn it up a notch.
Last.
Yeah,
the system is changing every day.
I think
literally,
like one of my issues, I'm sure Dorian can agree. Like I did it right. Like I'm living my dream. Like he wanted to be on Alphalete. He's on Alphalete. I wanted to work for a company. I'm working for Young LA. So now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. It's like, what's next?
Yeah.
I'm happy. I love where I'm at. I'm happy. But it's like, all right, what's next? Like I literally did what I wanted to do.
Exactly. That's why people, that's literally my reasons why I want to get pro card, why I'm going to start my business, because like, that's it. I did it. Let's go to the next one. But I'm not gonna stop on that. Like, no, I want that likes again back. No, that's gone. It's gonna come like spontaneously, basically, right? But in the meantime, like, what else can I do? Like, that's why, okay, I have a potential to get a pro card. You maybe whoever watch this have a potential to actually start a business, or I don't know.
But you know what the amazing thing about this industry, social media, I think fitness in general, because fitness, you have a lot more interaction with day-to-day people because of the gym. You see your gym buddies, right?
Actual like real life interactions.
The most amazing part about this place is the networking. You know, like
true.
You get to meet so many people in life that you never know where they're going to take you.
Yeah.
Right. It has become such a joy to see so many young kids kind of sprout and be like, damn, I've met this person and he's changed my life forever. And along the way, man, you find different passions. Like when I first started like YouTube and I started coaching and stuff, and coaching was doing really well for me, I thought I was going to do coaching forever, man.
Yeah.
Like I was making great money. Dude, I was going on lavish vacations with my girlfriend, my now wife. And I was like, man, I'm gonna ride this wave forever. It doesn't happen. Huh. Just like the social media game, you think you're going to do it forever and it doesn't happen. Only a very small percentage is destined for that. Yeah. And one of the joys that I've really found is I've got to meet people like you who are younger than me, but I consider my peers. And a lot of individuals like you has actually helped me find my passion, which is helping people grow their brand. You know, like I've had brands of my own for such a long time, and I thought also I was going to do it forever. And one of my businesses now is to help people grow their brand.
Yeah. Your knowledge is for sale. Like
like, essentially.
You have so much experience now that it's like you have so much to offer.
I think I find so much joy in helping people not make the same mistakes I did.
Yeah.
I see a fruitful relationship when I can see individuals like you and be like, thank you. And like, you've helped me realize my potential, or thank you for making my dreams come true. Yeah. I think for me, that means so much more than just 100%. Like building a 9-figure brand of my own.
It's priceless.
And I can truly see that in you. From all the people that I met so far, I always repeat, like, there's no one, I'm enough. It's all of the people that are like here, famous and stuff. No one make an impression on me as you did, just because the way immediately since day one, you were the one that actually believed in us doing the things. Right now, I'm probably starting a business. You're gonna know, but you are the one that
probably. But earlier he said he would announce it, bro.
Yeah, but you're again the one that's helping me. So all of that, like all that circle, like what goes around comes around. Now we are like back, but
it's the same way.
Like year forward, and now we are literally on the. From here to here, but
you guys
the same relationship.
Listen, when we were there, and he had 2,000 followers, and I just moved here. I had nothing. You showed us the same respect that you do now.
No, exactly.
It's like nothing changed. In the same way we showed you the same respect. Like
maybe it's because I have kids, man. Like having kids really changes you. It allows you to see the best in everybody, the best in any situation. Because if your son is fucking shouting like from the rooftop, just like in tears, like you have to see the best in that situation.
I still love you. Like even though you're crying and yelling at my face, I'm like,
Like, but I mean, it might be a character thing in how I was raised, but I'm helping so many people now build their brands, and I love it, man. And even people who work with Zephyr, I always tell them like, I don't want you to be with Zephyr forever. Like my goal is for you to just start your own brand. Like,
and also I was actually talking about it. Sorry to interrupt you once again. Today when we spoke about either it was you or Zephyr, I was like, you're never gonna have problems, because every single time that I even told you like, oh, they want to shoot me and like shoot the pictures and this and that, I got paid, and you're always like, yeah, if you get paid, go shoot. And I'm actually with them, with the Zephyr, and you are like the only one that always like was okay if you can make money, like go do that. You know what I mean? It's not like oh, you need to only be like Zephyr, and I can't like let you shoot for I don't know for Inaka also or whatever. Like like you're the only one that actually like it's okay with all of that. And so when you mentioned the Zephyr, because we're talking like about you and everything, people still didn't even know. So come back fast to like, when did you actually decided to start your business, and what was your
say your brands and everything that you have for the people who don't know. We brought up Zephyr, they probably don't.
Yeah, he just mentioned Zephyr, so
they might know what we're talking about.
Some brands I don't talk about, some companies I don't talk about that I own, but I own 2 brands: Modiv brand, which is an athleisure based company, Zephyr collection streetwear. I own an e-commerce fulfillment center. I own a car wrap shop. And I own a consultant.
All right, that's enough. Damn. Just give us like 3.
And now, plus on top of that, now you distribution center, right?
Yeah, relay distribution center.
You want to do LT shirts?
Sure.
You got me?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah.
Bring it on.
Let's do it.
We'd love to help.
All right, here's the contracts.
Yeah, man. Awesome. And part of this building of this relay fulfillment center is to help individuals like you streamline their business as well.
I was going to say, so I think in Houston specifically, that's like a super needed thing. Yeah. Distribution.
Yeah. I reached out to James too. So you're like, oh,
hello, here you go. Like,
yeah. I mean, I reached out to everybody, and in a lot of ways, it seems very shady and pushy, and
that's a need.
Yeah. So my thing is, the more you try to help somebody, the more people always think that you're trying to like get something from them, right? But a lot of people feel that way, and that's okay.
Because a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. I come from sales. It's you kind of have to be used to saying no, but fuck, man, I can sell a pen to a pen factory, to be honest, bro. Like, so I'm used to rejection, in that way. But yeah, man, starting brands is. Even with Zephyr, man, I for the longest time was so stubborn in saying, okay, I'm going to make Zephyr one of the most well-known street companies in the world. I'm super meticulous in what I do. But as I've grown and realized it's not what I truly want, it's just my ego speaking.
Yeah.
I've kind of like stepped back and said, what is like my true purpose? And my true purpose, honestly, is I love helping people, man.
Growing other people's brands.
Yeah, I love doing that, man. I truly, and I think it all really stemmed from Alphalete. I truly saw such a joy in helping him grow his brand, like packing orders in the middle of the night, freaking promoting it night and day. I felt proud to say that was a part of that journey.
So, that feeling's priceless. The same way like when I create content for someone and then I see them post it and they're so proud of it and they're getting likes
or
and they're getting recognition. Like, like packing my own t-shirt. Like it just, it's just, look at Elliot. Elliot was a fan of this podcast.
Yeah.
Right? He was a fan.
I see him at Alphalete all the time.
He was a fan in Wisconsin sitting on his couch watching this podcast. Now he works for me. He works for Young LA. He edits the podcast. Like that is a physical example of like, I gave him a new life. Yeah. Because of like,
and one day he's probably gonna do that for someone else.
And now he is gonna inspire someone else, and they're gonna do the same thing. It's just never ending.
Find me when I need an assistant.
Never ending cycle, bro. It's just it's just something special out here that like you don't understand unless you're here.
Yeah, man. This social media space, if you explain it to somebody who's not in it,
can't get it.
You can't. You don't understand. And sometimes I feel like that too when I hang out with some of my friends who are not in the social media space. I get this feeling of like they don't understand me.
You're disconnected. Like when I go home, I love my best friends back home, but it's hard to have the same conversation with them that I have out here with people. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I can't even imagine when I come back to like Europe, to my home country, how that's gonna look like. To be honest,
fucking star, bro.
Even though I did play soccer, but it's different world.
Yeah, it's a different
world.
Very different.
If you also step back and like say what we did, it sounds crazy. Like, oh, in a year I'm gonna move to Texas, live with some guy from Croatia. This guy Harry, I'm gonna meet at the gym. He's gonna invite me to a party. That party is gonna get me a job, and then I'm gonna end up living in Texas. Like, it's like what?
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but that's literally what happened. And like,
from DM, bro, from a
fucking DM is why I'm here.
Yeah,
a DM, literally. Yeah. And like,
but also with that said, the way we both of us, me and Harry, immediately respond. That's really important. That talks about as a person and who you actually like to be around.
You gave me a chance. Like you guys gave me a chance. And that's why, like, I try to answer all my DMs. And when people, like, I'll meet someone in the gym, like, hey, can I, like, shadow you? Can you look at this photo? Can you critique this? I'm always down. Like it doesn't cost me anything to give you my knowledge that I already have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good feeling now being able to give my knowledge and share my experience, because I wish, not that I didn't have, but I wish I had a me when I was trying to figure out, like, should I do this? Should I go to Texas? Should I quit my job? Like, I wish I had like someone like me in my ear.
Yeah,
dude, I've made a lot of mistakes, man. I've been in a lot of lawsuits. I've been through dark times, man. And you know, I think that's the type of hard that people don't talk about. Yeah. You know, when you have your business and the further you grow something, the more burden you're gonna have.
100%.
Yeah. When it comes to your brands, you know, people are gonna come out to try and get you. They're gonna try to get what you've built, and they're gonna try to take it from you. You know, and I guess that's what the word grit kind of comes from, right? And that's what we say 1% of these influencers will be successful. And I guess my version of successful is building something that's worthwhile looking back at.
Yeah, 100%.
And the hardest thing is to embrace this, like Nick Bear says it, embrace the suck.
I say that all the time.
Dude, like the first time he said that, I was like, damn.
Because that's so true.
Yeah. Dude, like I want to like preface this. We've all been through really dark times. And for the longest time, I've never really believed in the word anxiety. As I've kind of like dove further into business and everything, and like I think I've had always very strong mental health, being able to dodge everything that's kind of come my way and being able to numb things and move it around. The gym was always my outlet, but 2021 was like my worst year I've ever had. Mental health, I let myself go. And you know, I gotta say, man, like not everybody can come out of that like strong.
And I know I say it, but that needed to happen for you to be where you're at now, right?
100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I'd say the same thing. Like I had to go through that in order for me to get here.
Yeah.
The fact that I got through that is like, what the fuck? I could take anything now.
Exactly.
I had literally probably almost everything taken from me, like stolen from me. Mm-hmm. But I also still had a family to support. And when you're faced with these instances, the only thing you can do on a daily basis is smile and push forward. And with these kids who are watching now, these youngins, maybe not even kids, man, maybe like older adults or maybe even older than us too. If you're going through this time of being pushed down constantly, you feel like you've hit rock bottom, all you have to do is smile and push forward. That's the only thing you can do. And that's why I say, like, less than 1% of these people can really truly do something great. Mm-hmm. Because I think a lot of people don't understand when times get hard, you cannot give up, man.
No.
There's so much inevitability in being able to do something great. Like Shali has achieved something insane with Inaka. Max has achieved something amazing with Sour Strips. Heidi with Buff Bunny. Christian with Alphalete. Ben with Gymshark. Mm-hmm. You know, in order to grow in this realm of doing something masterful, it seems easy, man.
Yeah.
I literally talked with Shali like last week, just kind of like talking to he was talking about his issues, and I was like, dude, like, all he does is smile too. In order, like Max going through these same issues, everybody, we all go through these massive issues on a daily basis. And, you know, like this podcast, I love the name Legacy Loading because it's more about like the journey more than anything. And dude, like Denzel Washington had this quote. It's crazy. It was like, it's not the impact that you leave, you can't take with you everything you've built, but you can leave it here.
Yeah.
That shit is, I was like, man.
That's legacy loading. That's
that, like.
Every day is part, you're adding a little more to the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's so.
I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I said before, like I'm living my dream, right?
Yeah.
But I'm 25. Like what? Like this can't be it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the anxiety. That's the fear that gets instilled in you because you're like, now what? How do I do it? What's next?
But it was the same. It was the same at the beginning. Like when we started,
it's a different anxiety now.
Exactly.
Now it's like.
But remember, like it will be time. Like okay, I really don't know what to do right now. And then like all of a sudden something pops up.
Yeah.
And we travel. All of a sudden we're in Miami. Mm-hmm. I don't know, filming video with Dasil that we just met yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, or something. You know what? Like it's like that's also like if you keep on working, if you continue, that kind of thing's gonna come like here and there, and then all of a sudden you never know where you're gonna end up, bro. In 5 years.
I will say that. So I'm 31 now, and my life has not truly blossomed until this year. In all the years that I've really been in business, I've had very, very successful business ventures and very, very bad business ventures.
Yeah.
Like tons of bad ones, but nothing has really, in my opinion, gone the way that I forecasted it until this year. And if I look back 6 years ago and tell myself it's going to take you 6 years to get there, I would have fucking quit.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, hell no. I'm going to go work a freaking 9-to-5 job and earn $150K a year. I'm happy. Yeah. But like, as I've grown and I've dove more into this, I've realized, man, like it sounds cliche, but it's not about me. Now we're employing people. We have a team, you know, it's more about like what I can do for them now.
Yeah.
And like when my kids grow older, like, are they going to be proud of who I am? And that's the most important thing, man. Like right now, to a lot of people listening and watching, you're probably like, you're living your day to day. You're not too focused on what's in front of you, which is what I would recommend.
Yeah.
But move fast.
I literally couldn't agree more. I swear to God. Like,
yeah,
I'm at a place now. Like, I'm good. You know, like now I think about like, all right, how could I help this person in my family? How could I help her? How could I help him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane how that switch just flipped from like all me. I gotta succeed. I gotta be great. I gotta be successful. And now I'm just like, all right, I'm good. Yeah. What can I do for her? What can I do for him now?
Those are long-lasting people with mentality like that.
Yeah. It's insane how fast that switch just flipped for me. And
dude, I was like, there was a year, I say 2020, I was like making so much money. I like was online looking at Lambos for like me and my wife to like buy matching Lambos, and then I was like,
sick.
Why the fuck am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Yeah. And I realized that for the longest time, I've always been this flashy person. And I realized that social media has kind of built this for me too. Like I need to show people I'm doing well. Otherwise they're not going to know I'm doing well. And you know what I've realized? That there's one common denominator. Those people that you see how they are now with being that flashy and successful, they're not happy.
Yeah.
They're trying to numb themselves of something that they really don't have, which is like someone like that they belong somewhere to someone, right?
Real friends,
real friends, real people who really care about them. That's what they're missing in life. And I've really come to realize that, man. I went to San Jose this weekend to it was like a business event, but also to support one of my close friends that I've met for 6 years, but never really met in real life. He like was talking about the story.
Like just DM like online.
Yeah. I bought his like FBA course, Amazon FBA course like 5 years ago. He told this, so he just launched a new product and he just talked about something he never talked about on social media, which he filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So he did Amazon FBA, made millions of dollars.
What's that?
It's like, when you buy something on Amazon, it's like that guy there's someone selling that product.
Like drop shipping?
It's being fulfilled by Amazon. So they'll order a bunch of product, they'll ship it to Amazon warehouse.
Oh, okay.
And Amazon will ship it out for them.
Yeah. Like middleman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met a guy 6 years ago, and this guy made millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, bought everything cash, houses in Silicon Valley, Lamborghinis, everything. And he started a business venture that he thought was going to be very successful, spent millions of dollars on it, lost everything. The project was over leveraged and he had to file for bankruptcy. Showed a picture at the presentation of him in a bankruptcy office.
Oh my God.
Chapter 7 bankruptcy is when you pretty much, you lose everything.
Everything to your name. Like
everything to your name. Damn. Yeah. So he was like, at first I thought when he was doing that on social media, I thought he was just doing it because he wanted to be humble. He wanted to humble himself. No, he truly lost everything. He had a house in Silicon Valley and he moved to an apartment, and he was like, this was so emotional for me to hear. So he was laying in bed one day. He had already filed bankruptcy. His girlfriend is going to work, but she comes running through the door. And she's like, babe, where's the car? Where's the car?
Holy shit.
And they look outside, the car is gone. Look back on their cameras, and the repo man had taken their car at 3 a.m.
Damn.
So you go from this person who's making millions of dollars a year, early 20s, to losing everything in a matter of 1 year. Like nothing. And
then you have to like, who am I?
Rebuild.
Yeah.
Rebuild everything. Damn.
His whole identity was what he had.
Yeah. So he was like, I had everything.
Yeah.
I had everything I wanted, but I realized that in every photo with everybody smiling, the only person that wasn't happy was me.
Yeah.
And that was a person that
people pleaser.
Literally, bro. Yeah. And I had looked up to this guy for so long. And I was like, man, like this guy has such an amazing lifestyle. Like I bought his course to try to be like him. And we obviously became friends, but it just shows you, man, like social media is a facade for those people who do that type of lifestyle, live that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're not happy and they're not doing something that's truly fulfilling in themselves, which, dude, if you have that kind of money, go help people.
Yeah. Like that's literally
true.
Yeah.
That's the way my brain switched. Like I'm good. Like now I'm thinking like, oh, how could I help? I bought my mom a TV. It was like the best day of my life. I was like, this is great.
I saw that YouTube video.
Yeah. I thought it was like, that felt so good. It was a fucking TV. Like imagine in 5 years, if I keep growing, like what I could do for the people I love. Like
giving people opportunities to change their lives.
Yeah.
And, it's amazing, man.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless.
So, man, I guess to really like Wait, what time are we on? Are we almost on an hour?
Yeah.
About 55 minutes. Okay, so
always on point. Damn. Swear to God.
We need to go live still.
Yeah, we'll do like.
So I don't know if there's really like a moral lesson to like what I talk about, but what I will say is dream big, but in order to dream big, there has to be other people right beside you to make that dream come true.
Just as big as you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no point in life if you cannot do it with everybody else. I have a business with each of my best friends. My mom or my parents and my in-laws have already devised a plan where the three of us or all of us will live together in one big ass house. You know, we're already looking for land in the future to build upon so I can move in with them and watch them grow old. Everyone needs to elevate everyone. Yeah. And I think that's what the old social media was about. And I wish that the new social media was still like that. Like there's
it's pretty much opposite actually.
What?
Now it's pretty much opposite.
Yeah.
Collaborative became competitive.
Yeah, it's almost like
it's a beginning. Like you start, 20K. Oh, this guy's the nicest. 30K, nicest. 100K is already. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like people define social media numbers by how good of a person they really are.
Yeah. Like your value is what do you have to offer? Let me see your.
That's why they're talking also. What you also said multiple times. Me also. I told you like a couple million times. I don't like to talk with the people, but every single time I'm trying to be as nice as possible because you never know. Maybe they came just that day, one time. They're never gonna be back or something. And that first impression or one single impression means a lot for someone. Really, just saying hi back and like take a picture or be nice, not to be an asshole or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if you're the busiest or you're not in a mood or whatever. But yeah.
I just met some guy like it was yesterday. He was wearing the Legs Loading tee. I met him at Summer Shredding. He bought a shirt. We talked, and now we moved here.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, wow.
Dan, Alex Line. Yeah.
I moved here.
Yeah.
I lived here.
He moved here.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Like it's just,
won Summer Shredding and then won the pro card in a month.
It's just so fucking cool. Like we spoke. He's like, I want to move here. I remember I was giving him like advice, like talking to him. Like now he's here.
Yeah.
He lives here. Like it's like these little things you do. You don't like you just come and go. Like you have a conversation. You just go about your day. But that conversation, like that kid's about to go home and like do some crazy shit to change his life.
I think we literally like started that wave of people moving in Houston. Like three of us were literally those people. Like
I think y'all did, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
for real,
100%. Like 100%. I'm not even gonna say like
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because we all came from the different places.
Yeah, like
totally.
Don't get me wrong. Like Suze, James. They came, but they were already like established. Like they were already, exactly. They already were somebody. You know
we grew by moving here.
We came, but we just were living in a house. Like we all had shit. We didn't have anything. I was fucking ordering hoodies from Amazon, like wearing them to Alphalete. But like it's just the power of people coming together that are like-minded.
This is a nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Young LA, December. It drops tomorrow. You guys aren't gonna see this, but this shit's fire. But yeah, like it's just the power of people coming together who have like the similar ambition. They're like-minded and they all have big goals. Like when you wake up and you're surrounded by people like that, like you can't lose. You can't.
Helping people, man.
I totally agree. Even like we totally kind of everyone, not totally, but everyone went to different path. But in the end of the day, like whatever happens, you start business, I start business, whatever. I know, like we're gonna come back together. Yeah. Like for example, your merch. He dropped his merch. I was the first one in media order, even though I can just grab it from here. But yeah, like it's how it's supposed to be.
Y'all's like, friendship is amazing, man. I really love it because it reminds me of like three friends that just like kind of came together from nowhere and then just became like huge, but in your own way, and then you kind of come back, almost like celebrities.
Well, that's why I say trust your timing. That's why I tell everybody, because like, dude, like I can't believe I went 25 years without knowing the people I know now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like I can't believe I used to wake up and I didn't know who Harry and Dorian were.
But every point of your life of not doing well has led to this point exactly. Yeah. So that's why a lot of people always say, "Oh, I regret this, I regret that." No, nothing.
It's all part of the.
No regrets.
2021 was like the worst year of my life.
Yeah.
2022, best year of my life.
Yeah, because it led you here. Your worst year of your life.
But in 2021, I would have never thought that. I would have never thought the best year of my life is coming because I was in such a fucked up place. Yeah. I'm like, this is terrible. Like life sucks. Little did I know, the best year of my life was literally
That's crazy. It's like the end of 2022. That's fucking crazy. Can I cuss on this podcast?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you can.
You can do whatever. Fuck you.
Oh, you want to get the live going? I think we're an hour in.
See, this one was, for example, smooth. I didn't feel the hour because I was listening. I like to listen to people. That's what I noticed. When I listen to someone that I like, it passed smoothly. When I try to talk, then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
My phone's probably blown up from manufacturers.
Oh.
So tell them that you're in really important Legacy Loading podcast.
Yeah. Hey, leave me alone.
They can watch on Saturday, 9 a.m., right?
I got my Drake Air Force Ones. Oh, the Air Force Ones, the Drake ones.
Wait, what makes them Drake ones?
Love you forever.
Signature.
Lover boy.
That right there, that's what makes them Drake ones?
Yeah.
Tell me they're not more expensive than normal Air Forces.
They are.
Oh my god.
My buddy gifted them.
Who can see that? Nobody can even see that little sign.
You can't call yourself a fanboy if you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's true.
My buddy got them for me.
That's true. I will order things from Justin Bieber, but he's like Canada. Those. Like,
you got any Drew House stuff?
No, I don't.
That shit's expensive, bro.
It's just a smiley face too.
I mean, but you're
smiley face on a t-shirt, $125.
Yeah.
Imagine Ronaldo like buying, for example, the same shirt that you are dropping merch. He will probably sell that shirt with its CR7 for like $10,000.
Dude, this put like Ronaldo's logo.
Yeah, literally.
A $900 shirt.
It's like, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo.
Someone in?
Yeah, let's get it. What's up, guys?
People don't know who I am, though.
We got Daniel Hoang here. This is literally one of the best. I say it all the time, but this is like one of the best pods. Super insightful, a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
There he is.
What's up, boss man?
What's up, dude? You back home?
Yeah, I mean, we back in Minnesota. It's about like
that's whack.
He's watching live.
30 degrees.
That sounds absolutely terrible.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's all right, bro. You'll be back. You'll be back. All right, give us a question. You got a question for us? We got Daniel here. Say what's up.
Yes. Pretty much, I just wanted to know, like, what is like your guys' next big step? Like, for example, like, what's next? Like, what is the next thing that you want to do in the next year?
Next year.
That's a pretty good question.
All right, Daniel.
Relay distribution to 10 million.
Shit.
Yeah. He's probably never heard of relay distribution.
Yeah. That's his business.
Yeah, one of my businesses. It's a e-commerce fulfillment company for like if you sell clothing, we kind of ship it out for you, kind of package it for you, do everything for you. Yeah.
10 mil.
10 million.
What you got?
For me also? Start my own business. Yeah.
What is it?
And get a pro card. Those two things in 2022.
What industry would you say that your business is going to be in?
Bodybuilding.
Just say
Fitness, bodybuilding.
No, don't say it.
I can't because if someone's gonna steal it before I start. I can't say what.
All right. For me, I just want to keep getting better at my craft. Making videos, photos, and obviously I want to scale my merch this year. Come up with some like really.
You had was really, I liked it.
Yeah, that's just a simple one, honestly. But in 2023, I really want to start making some like dope designs. Shit that you see and you don't even know you don't gotta know what LT Visual Media is. You see it and you're like, that's a dope hoodie. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's my goal. But appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Have a good night, boys.
Enjoy Minnesota.
Thank you for the questions.
Have a good one, man.
I'll see you, bro.
Nice guy. Shout out to nice guy. Yeah, he was
shout out to nice guy.
Yeah,
shout out nice guy. All right, Daniel, this is how we end every pod.
Perfect.
I think you've already answered this, but what does leaving a legacy mean to you?
Leaving a legacy to me.
And also, what do you want your legacy to be?
Damn. That's two questions, bro.
Double down.
Leaving a legacy to me means that on your deathbed, you've done everything that you wish you would have done. Mm-hmm. The legacy that I want to leave is,
it's hard.
I just want to be known for helping people.
Yeah.
Being the guy, the nice guy.
Creating badass companies and helping people.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Create badass companies. So, yeah.
10 mil.
Yeah.
10 mil for
next
relay
year.
Next year, yeah.
And then 10 mil for your friends' companies.
9 mil will be from the LT merch. 9 mil.
Yeah.
I promise.
And 1 mil per mile.
It's okay. It's I'm
humble.
But this was a great pod.
Thank you so much.
So much fucking wisdom. Like, I hope everyone made it to the end of this. This was a good one. Really good one.
Thank you so much.
Great story. A lot of knowledge. Just fucking shooting the shit.
Yeah, my wife said I could talk forever. I think I could. Yeah.
Well, we can definitely call you one more time to for example, for the people that really are interested in starting business and like going through some steps of mistakes and stuff. I think a lot of people actually like to hear, me as well, to be honest. So going through steps of starting the company, through steps of maybe losing some or making the not the best decision and stuff like that, so people can basically not make those decisions. That's basically also helping to the people that are watching or listening. So that will be a cool one.
You give a lot of knowledge. Follow him on IG. He gives a lot. He's always posting him working and dropping gems. So give him a follow on IG. If you're listening on Spotify.
Sorry, I said don't slide into DMs.
Hey, bitches slide into DMs.
Only business DMs. If you're listening on Spotify, leave a review. Helps us a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. Follow us on all platforms. And thanks for coming.
Thanks, man.
This was a great pod. Dorian, any last words?
I'll be back.
See you in the next one.
It's a big ass water.
Like it.
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
Right out of the water.
What are you drinking?
Sounds so good.
Aminos.
What's that? Oh, aminos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aminos.
Aminos. I was like, I was with aminos.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. All right, ladies and... Was that me? Was that breath me?
Yeah, that was you.
All right.